That leads to a 2nd and 11. Passing, it's Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Pass 85, pass 85. Protein spill.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a giant 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Allen now looks to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
6-man. Alert, alert, alert. Check 24, check 24. Chopper, chopper.
Here's Allen. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Mike Evans there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the ground, Whitaker. And all the way down to the 37. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 37-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down and 4, Dalton. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Travis Kelce there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To the air, Allen. He's got Evans. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back.
Check, go back.
Now Dalton. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
First and 10. Watch time. Tight end right.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Dalton, it's Kelce on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run on first down. McKinnon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Dalton now to pass. Flushed out right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Josh Allen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
a big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 79 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Dalton. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Lead. 368. Heads up. We got 3. Hey, Charlie. Heads up.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Allen airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They come up in an offset eye. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your
anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. On first down, Whitaker trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Dalton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. You have periods devoted in practice just for that.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Taylor Gabriel. 74 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Gostkowski the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Silver. Smooth.
To Dalton now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Dalton. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw here, Dalton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
On 1st down, Allen. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Airing this one out from. He's got a man. Complete. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. A big run there by Jones. 44 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He can run for it, and he will. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Mike Evans with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Defense offsides here. Freebie for Dalton. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Luke Wilson There to make the grab. And he takes off with it. It's a fake.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go again to Jones. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's Allen to throw it. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll run on 1st down. Whitaker. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd and long. Dalton, he's going to look deep for Watkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. The Dolphins, they have extended their lead in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Allen now on 1st down. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Kennedy! Check, 59. Know your job!
from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Evans. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
One receiver to the left is Evans.
You can't block me.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Passing, it's Dalton. Gets it to Gordon. 27 yards there, a first down.
Let's go!
It's a gain of 27 yards.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Dalton, he's going deep for Brown. It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. John Brown, 42 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Andy Dalton steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go!
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, It's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On 2nd and 9. Allen, he'll buy some time right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Whitaker. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. Andy Dalton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 39-yard line.
Now Dalton. And that's complete to Brown. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. Another chance for Dalton. He finds McKinnon, complete. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked,
and oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a gain of
3rd down from the gun. Dalton. And this is caught by Watkins. And 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Single, slap. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. First down.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A big play there for the Giants. 51 yards on the ground. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. They come out here in the I. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
56. 5 wide.
Now this time, Allen will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Giants, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.